Oh man, it sure is beautiful out here. Arizona is one of my favorite states. We're riding through, I think it's the Payson National Forest, but heading from up off of I-40 down to the Phoenix area. Got some stuff to take care of today. It's the 25th today, Wednesday. My anniversary's in 3 days. I should probably finish picking up the gifts that I'm gonna get her and the kiddo. So there's two things that I wanted to talk about today, and one of those is when you date a single parent, it's different than just dating somebody. Obviously, you have a second or third or fourth or how many ever person that you're dating also, and the past 2 years, on the 28th it'll be official, 2 years, but excuse me, past 2+ years that we've all been together, the kiddo comes first. It's that simple. And you have to make that decision. And sometimes it's frustrating, but if you're going to date a single parent and you can't understand that the kids will always come first to that individual, then you don't need to be dating a single parent. You don't deserve to date a single parent. Because honestly, I've been single a lot of my life, here and there, and dated a lot of women. This is the first woman that I have dated and become involved with the kids. Every other woman that I've dated without kids, with kids, we never got to that point where it was like, okay, get introduced to the kids, get involved, stuff like that, I walked into a bar 2.5 years ago and met my girlfriend. The last thing on this earth I wanted to do was get into another relationship. And, months later, 7 months later, we started dating. And, I knew from the get-go she's got a kid. That was, we hashed all that out as we met. Like, I got a kid, I don't have kids, stuff like that. I'm divorced, she's never been married, whatever. But when you decide to start dating a single parent, you are also the kid or kids are included. And if that person is parenting properly, then the child's needs and desires will always come before theirs and before yours. And like I said, if you can't understand that, if you can't, more importantly, respect that, or if you can't handle that, then time to move on. You need to find somebody who doesn't have kids, because that's the way it should be. Our next generation should always come first. Now, that doesn't mean coddle them and spoil them and all that, but our next generation should always come first. We should train them. We should make them better. We should educate them. We should push them to grow beyond our wildest dreams of wherever we wanted to grow, spiritually, physically, everything. Everything we should do for them should make them strive to want to be better, to learn more, to be smarter, to be faster, to understand healthy competition, to understand that it's okay to lose every once in a while, and failure is going to happen. But, and you're going to fail yourself sometimes in that too, and that's a lesson that you'll have to learn, and there's obviously other challenges that come with it depending on the involvement of, the other parent. And hopefully the other parent is as 100% involved as possible, I don't like 50-50 custody and stuff like that. Or, less than 50-50 custody. And I'm starting to see a swing in courts. I've got a lot more friends that are getting 50-50 custody. granted to them, which is awesome. They're getting, parental rights reinstated, and nothing has changed other than going back to court and, a new judge is present. I think the swing is starting to come around. You're seeing just as many single dads out there for various reasons, or just as many single dads with 50-50 custody, which is awesome. Because for a long time, especially in the military, it was all biased. But now, like I said, it's starting to swing to a more equal, more mutually represented deal. So keep that in mind if you're going to ever attempt to date a single parent, no matter if it's, a dad or a mom. And this person's going 10 miles an hour under the speed limit. So that's a real good way to aggravate people. There was a turnoff back there too. The second thing I wanted to talk about is the American flag. Obviously, I'm a veteran. I love what the flag stands for. I know people who aren't veterans who love what the flag stands for just as much as I do. And, I hold the flag in a special spot, in my heart. And, I've got 3 of them in my bag right now. 2 of them are going to be given away to random donating people. And 1 is just mine. It's been to South Korea and Japan and Germany, and, it's been all over. It's been in all 48 states a couple of times. Well, some of them quite a few times, but so that's my deal. And it's gonna, when I get home, it'll go back in its case, and then the next trip I take, it'll go with me. It goes with me on every trip I go on. Just kind of the thing. A flag's gonna have memory to me, or it has memories to me. So, but one of the things that aggravates me beyond reason is, it infuriates me actually, is when I look over and see a flag on a flagpole and it's tattered or torn or faded or all of the above, and it's like, man, that's not how we need to take care of Old Glory. We need to respect Old Glory for what she stands for. And this nation isn't perfect by any means. No nation is. But in the end, it's one of those things that it still stands for this nation, and this is still a great nation. So if you see a tattered or torn flag, I'm not condoning doing what I do sometimes and just going and removing it, taking it home, folding it properly, and then taking it down to either the Boy Scouts or the American Legion or an Elks Lodge, and they'll do an actual flag retirement ceremony and properly dispose of that flag. There are other groups out there that will cut the stars out of it and hand those out to veterans and to people who support veterans as well. I had one sewn on my vest, and unfortunately it came off. I grabbed it. I got to sew it back on. I'll glue it and sew it next time. But in the end, the flag is to be respected. And so to me, that means something different than it means to a lot of you. The flag shouldn't be shorts or bikinis or shirts. So you're representing the flag, and some people go, well, it's not really a flag, it's a representation of the flag. I don't think you should put your dirty butt, among other things, inside a representation of the flag. And I don't think you should sit on a representation of the flag. And I don't think you should wear a shirt that you're going to sweat in that's a representation of the flag. I don't think you should your hat or your headband or whatever that's going to get all dirty and nasty should be used, as a representation of the flag. And a lot of people agree with me on that, and they go, or a lot of people are mixed, like, I don't know, maybe a shirt because I'm not sitting on it, but you're still getting all sweaty, you're still going to get ketchup on it or mustard or whatever. So I don't think that that's right. Or a towel is a flag, and then you lay it down on the beach and you lay on it. Like, that's just, flag's not supposed to touch the ground. I understand that's a representation of the flag. It's not actually a flag. But the flag is a representation of the greatness of the United States and the people's sacrifices, the lives lost for the nation. It's our battle colors. It's what we show other nations that we're here. This is us. We're proud. So any representation of it should be treated the same way the flag should be treated. Now, sidestep on that, art and an interpretation. There's a fine line. So you have the flags supporting police officers and firefighters and EMS with, a black and white flag with a red or blue or yellow or white stripe down the middle. I 100% support police officers, firefighters, EMTs, first responders, 100%, and military. They all have the same greatness to me. Always have, always will. I still don't care for those flags because I don't think that it's a proper representation of the flag. I can buy the thin blue line or thin red line or thin yellow line stickers that aren't representations of the flags that have the same meaning, that say, I support police. And I've been trying to find smaller ones that I can put on the bike. Just because I want people to know that I support police officers. I support good people. If there was a good, maybe I need a sticker that says continue being a good person or whatever. I'd put that on the bike too. But I'm trying to find some that are the right size that aren't the flag. That's the catch. Is I keep finding them. They're the correct size to go on a windshield, but they're not. It's the flag, and I don't want to do that. Another thing on the art side, you have the metal signs, which are beautiful art, but it's a torn, tattered flag. And I understand, again, it's an artistic interpretation. It's a representation of what the flag means to somebody else. And I even look at them and go, man, the craftsmanship is beautiful and the symbolism is awesome. And I would love to hang something that quality with that kind of meaning on my wall. But I can't hang a tattered, torn representation of our nation's colors on my wall. I can't do it. I don't think it's the right thing to do. Or a motorcycle painted, and I want to paint my Suburban as a giant American flag. I'm gonna have to wash it all the time, but it'll be worth it. And but I refuse to paint it tattered and torn because that's not proper representation of the flag. You see these motorcycles and cars and trucks and whatever, helmets with beauty. I mean, the art is phenomenal, but it's a tattered, torn flag, and I just can't bring myself to do that. I voted in a bike judging competition a couple months back, and I wanted the craftsmanship on this chopper. It was just awesome, old 70s style, with the ram horn bars and Springer front end extended. I guess we'll pass this guy since they want us to. And the paint job, the time, the hours, the money, the frustration of the artist, I can just see it all. I can feel it all. Like, there was a ton of love put into this bike, and mechanically and aesthetically, aside from the paint job, it was my favorite bike, hands down, out of all of them. But I didn't vote for it because it had a torn flag paint job. And that's how strongly I feel about, how you should treat the flag and how you should image the flag. A lot of people say, oh, this nation isn't, not a lot of people, there's groups of people that say, oh, this nation isn't great, or it never was great, or whatever. And I'm sorry that they feel that way, because I know that this nation is great, and I love this nation, and I could never imagine living anywhere else. So I want to represent the United States of America the best way I can. I want a full, taken care of, respected national ensign. And, that's just how I feel about it. I hope that maybe some of you will kind of think about it the same way and go, I never thought of it like that. I kind of agree. And You know, maybe we'll get some of those flag companies to build a nice flowing full flag. Maybe I need to contact one of them and go, hey, this is how I feel, you know. Tag them down below in a video if you know one of those companies that makes those flags. And be like, hey, what's your thoughts on this? Ask them, you know. Again, it's artistic interpretation. I can respect it. But I know this nation is great, and the fastest, easiest, most identifiable way to show that you love this nation is to fly a flag. That doesn't mean flying it on your truck and it's all torn up. You know, there's this thing called flag etiquette. There's a proper way to fly your flag. You know, if it's not lit at night, you need to bring it inside. If it's raining or it's excessively windy, you need to take it down. You know, if you don't have a quality flagpole and you come home and find your flag on the ground, you don't just pick it up and put it back on. You fix your flagpole. You call the VFW or the Boy Scouts or the Legion or whatever, and you'd say, hey, when's your next flag retirement ceremony? I have a flag for you. And it gets taken care of properly. But that's how I feel, because I know that this nation, although not perfect, is great. And our imperfect history is part of what makes us great. So people can't see that. They can't see past that. But I love our flag. I love our country. I love the people of our country. The people of our country, the diversity is what makes the United States great. You know, you don't have to agree with that. I don't care if you don't agree with that. I know it's a fact. So if we can see past our differences and see past our diversity and remember that we came from we're a melting pot. We came from everywhere, you know. But if you can't respect the flag, I don't have respect for you. It's that simple. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I haven't stolen, because that's what it is. It's theft. I haven't stolen, I don't know, 30, 40 flags in my lifetime because they're not being taken care of. I got a giant flag out front of a dealership in North Carolina on the way home a couple years back, 4 or 5 years ago now, that the dealership went out of business and they left their flag up, and it was going through storms and sun and snow and rain, not lit, and tattered and torn. And I was on the bike, pulled into the parking lot, cut the rope, brought it down, didn't let it touch the ground. It doesn't need desecrated any more than it's already been. And, you know, I took it home, I cleaned it, and I folded it up, and then I took it down to the American Legion a couple days later and said, hey, this flag is tired, her days are done. You know, and then they had a flag retirement ceremony about a week later, and it and a bunch of other flags were retired properly. So, you know, that's what I will do. I will risk going to jail. And you say, oh, it's a closed business, nobody's going to press charges. You're right. But there's plenty of flags I've stolen from people's houses. There's plenty of flags that I have taken from businesses that are open at the time, you know. So it's not. I'm risking going to jail for my flag, for my nation, for my representation of my nation, and I wish more people felt just as strongly, because that flag means, well, the world to me, because I would live nowhere else in this world aside from the United States of America. I'll visit all over, don't get me wrong. I can't wait to go back to Japan and get some food and experience some more of the culture. I'm going to actually make it to mainland Japan one day. And guess what? I'm going to take my flag with me. You know, I'm going to take pictures of it here and there maybe. Maybe I should have done that in this trip, taking some pictures with the flag here and there, but I didn't. It doesn't mean I can't start. Honestly, I probably won't, because I've never taken pictures with that flag anywhere. I just know where it's been. So, but like I said, that's my two things in one video. If you're gonna date a single parent, the kids come first, man. That's the way it goes. And if you can't wrap your head around that concept, you don't have any need and you're not lucky enough and honored enough to do that. And if you can't respect our nation's flag, I don't have any respect for you. Now, that doesn't mean that I think that wearing, if I see you walking around in a pair of swim shorts or whatever in the flag, I instantly disrespect you or don't respect you. Disrespect and lack of respect are two different things, folks. Don't forget that. I'm going 70 and a 55. I probably shouldn't do that. That just means that I don't agree with your decision. I'll still hang out with you, drink some Gatorade, make some s'mores, but I don't agree with it, and that's just the way it is. But that doesn't mean you're a bad person. And just because I don't respect you doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means I don't respect your choices. But I'm not going to disrespect you because I don't respect you. And like I said, disrespect and respect are not the same, and lack of respect are not the same thing. So, but that's that. All right. So I'm going to go with Sturgis here soon. There's a couple events where I'll be on the Facebook page, so go check those out in the events section. And then another thing is talking about donations. So like I said, I've got the 2 flags that have been with me every mile of this trip in the back of the bike, and 2 random donating people will get those 2 flags. $5, that's all. The side covers that have all the stickers of places I've been, I've got some more stickers I need to put on those too. It's unfortunate because now it's harder because I got to pull the saddlebags off to put the stickers on. Just kind of time consuming, not really time consuming. Those 2, the left and right side covers with all the stickers, highest donating person, highest donating business will each get one. And then I have one of the tank emblems that I have both of them with me, but I'm keeping one of them. And one of the tank emblems, another random person will receive that. And that's just the way it is. So in the end, thank you for everything that you guys do, helping me out with this journey, spreading awareness. If you haven't gotten on the Facebook page and shared it and then invited all of your friends, please do so, because that helps spread awareness. Get involved with your community, your local American Foundation for Suicide Prevention chapter. Every state has a chapter, so there is something going on that you can help with. The goal is to raise awareness, to spread awareness, to let people know we all have issues going inside our head, and it's okay to not be okay, all right? So remember, though, you're loved, okay? You have value and you have purpose. Get out and enjoy some of this beautiful nature. Doesn't matter where you live. The nation, the world is beautiful. Get off the couch. Go live life. That's it. Thank you again. Have a great day. Bye. Well, what is today? Oh, let's see here. Today's the 30th, August 30th. It's 1:33, and we got 75,127 miles on Trinity, and there's so 74,060 some miles, 70 some miles for the year. You'll notice we're going 32 miles an hour. This is 2 miles downhill. Neutral light is on, oil pressure light is on. 216 miles on this tank. I had a headwind. Proper fuel management, folks. I didn't slow down for a headwind. No one knows on a long stretch. So I don't have anybody behind me. I have never done this before. I've never run out of gas on a road before either, actually. For myself, I've got a gallon in a saddlebag here, so we'll pull over to Reddit Industries makes this is about a gallon that fits into Harley Davidson saddlebags. So we're just gonna see until I'm either impeding traffic or I make it down to the bottom of the hill and can't ride anymore, or until I get to a gas station. So then we'll pull over and throw some gas in, either from the can or a gas station. It's beautiful out here, at least. It's nice and cool. Well, it's not cool. It's probably, I don't know, 70, 75. So it's nice and cool to me. You know, just going. This is a first, folks. It's probably not going to be my last either. I'm kind of stubborn with the pushing the gas deal. So, but like I said, we'll have some fun. I'll get you updated. This is probably at the end of some other video. Ooh, that reminds me, I have a video to edit. So now I've got two. I'll put them together. That's it. Thank you all for the support. August has been an expensive month for maintenance, 2 services, a tire. So, you know, if you want to support sweatshirts, I got 3 sweatshirts left. They're all, I think, 2 or 3XL. Short sleeve shirts, hoodies, not hoodies, tank tops, long sleeve shirts, patches. All that money goes to help towards maintenance. Any money left over will be donated. I'm not going to pocket any money off of that. And then the side covers, the flags, be donated to the side covers, the highest donating persons or business, the flags to the highest donator, I'm sorry, to random donators, and then 1 tank emblem off Trinity. So that's all I got. Be safe out there. You are loved. Okay, you have value. You have purpose. Let's go find it. Get off that couch. Go enjoy nature. Look at that. Is that a hawk? We got a hawk up there? Yep. So that's that. You guys have a good one. We're still rolling. It's been a couple miles. Look at that. That's beautiful. We're in Ellie, Nevada. And with my luck, I already passed the gas station on the main drag, but we're going through this residential area. Just cruising along. Wonder if these miles are counting. Yeah, there we go. It's still counting miles. Does that count? I mean, I rode the bike, right? Oh, we're running out of hill, though. There's got to be a gas station around here somewhere, huh? Oh, are we going to make it?
In 800 feet, turn right onto Altman Street.
She don't want to run.
Turn right onto Altman Street.
Oh, crap.
Continue on Altman Street for 61 miles.
Look at that. Texaco Shell. We're good, folks. I don't think that's a Texaco, but we're still good. She should run for a little bit on this level road. What a cool little town. I don't think that Radio Shack's open anymore. Oh. Oh, that's a hotel. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we made it. Oh, that's funny. Y'all have a good one.